Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to learn how to replace the battery on a Hyundai Sonata. Now the vehicle we're specifically working with today is a 2011 Hyundai Sonata with what I believe is the 2.4 Theta 2 engine. Now this procedure should work on all of the year models ranging from the 2009 to 2013, I believe, are those year models for the 6th generation Sonatas. The procedure should be the exact same, though it may be, tweaked a little bit between each year or even each model. So depending on your model and your year, progress carefully in how you do the procedure and with what battery you use. This isn't going to be like a one-size-fits-all. It could be, it may not. So just be aware of that. So I'm going to provide everything you need, as well as provide clear steps and do everything step by step for y'all so that you won't miss a beat. So without further ado, let's get to the video. So when looking at the engine bay, where is our battery? Well, if we look on the right side of our engine, on our driver's side, your battery is conveniently located right here. And now that we found it, we can remove it. And when removing the battery, you have to remove it in a very specific order, otherwise you may damage your electrical components. When removing the battery cables, we must first remove the negative cable and then the positive cable. If you remove the positive cable first, electricity can enter the system in a reverse order and thus damaging systems like your ECM, and that's your main brain of the vehicle. So you really don't want to do that. So negative first and then positive. And then to remove these cables, as you can see, there's a nut here and then there's a nut here. These are both 10mm sockets. So let's grab our socket, our wrench, and then we can remove these cables. Alright, so we got our socket and our wrench. Remember, first remove the negative cable. Get our 10mm socket, loosen it up here, and then just take your cable and slide it up as much as you possibly can. Just like so. And set that to the side somewhere. Next, positive cable, same thing, 10mm. Oh, loosen it up like so. And that was on just a little too tight, but it's all right. Wrench to the side, lift this up, and you're done with the cables. All right, for this next step, we're going to remove the battery hold down. It's located way down deep in here. I don't know if I'll be able to get a good view of that. Let's see here. Nope, maybe not. Come on. Well, that may be about as good as we'll get. So right there, as you can kind of see, there's the battery hold down. This is a 12mm socket. And in order to get to this area, you're going to need an extension and a deep socket just in order to reach that there so you can get way down in there. So now that we have our tools, let's remove that hold down. All right, so got our tools here. I'm going to reach down in here. I should probably get a longer extension, but that's all right. Loosen that there. All right, so that's loosened all the way. Reach down from this side in this little hole here. Grab your bolt. Grab your hold down. And now that the battery hold down is out of the way, we can just take the battery and slip it out. Just like so. Be careful if you set it on this little air box here, that can break. And then take your battery, set it to the side. Now take your new battery, kind of scoop things out of the way if you can. Drop it in place. Make sure it's on the battery tray completely. Once again, make sure your cables don't touch nothing. There we go. And then sometimes your batteries will have a little positive thing. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine on for now, just so that I can get the battery itself situated. Take your battery hold down, make sure it's angled like this. See how it kind of curves up? This is what goes up against the battery and it pushes it down. So take that, set it over the bolt hole. Make sure this is in the right spot here. I don't think it is. Hold on a minute. Nope, it is. Okay. Make sure that's in the right spot. Like so. Get your bolt. Get it nice and snug if you can, or at least hand tight, just that it's in the threads. Get that thread started. Okay, that's good. Grab my wrench. Set it tight. Start tightening it down. Alright, make sure you get this one nice and snug. I don't know the torque specs for this one, but just get it nice and snug. You don't want that battery moving and jostling around. So just make sure that's snug. And now we can attach our cables. Now that the battery's in place, now I'm going to go ahead and remove this little tab here. Get that off. Now what I usually do here is usually I have some dielectric grease. I'll coat the terminals in a very light thin film, and then I'll do the same thing with the cables because as you know, dielectric grease, it is an insulator, so it's not really something you would think you would put on electrical cables, right? Because it would cause electricity to not move from one spot to another. It's an inhibitor, insulator. But the reason I still use it is, for one, it's not just a great insulator, but it's also good at keeping your electrical components from corroding. You see this negative cable here? See how corroded that is? That's because someone didn't coat it in dielectric grease. Now, if they would have done that, it would be shiny and new. But I don't have my dielectric grease today, but that's what I would do. Get a real thin coat and just clean your connections and thin coat on those. But I don't have that today, so we're just going to put them on. So first off, your positive cable first. Get that nice and snug. Second, I'll usually take my cable, tap it, and you hear the spark. That means the connection's good. Go ahead and slide that on. And don't be scared of a battery. The battery's not going to hurt you. It's DC, not AC. If it was AC, you'd be in trouble. So now that those are on there, get your 10mm and tighten these up. Just get them snug. Don't over tighten them. These can strip easily. I don't have my torque specs for these, but usually torque specs for the battery terminals are about, I think, 13 foot-pounds. Really small. Not a whole bunch. But anyways, tighten up the negative. Make sure it's fully seated. Which that one's actually not. Okay, that should be good. Remember, just get it snug. That's good there. That's good there. If you can take your cables and wiggle and they won't move, then you're good. Close the cap, and you have completed this procedure. Alright, thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope that it helped you out and that you learned something new. If y'all didn't know yet, I do have a website, the Caswell Kappa Center. It is at caswellskappa.wixsite.com/home, of course. But it's got all kind of good stuff on there. Now, it's mainly for the Kappa platform, like the Saturn Sky and Pontiac Solstices. But every now and then, I get a random hair in my butt, and I like to do other vehicle, like the Hyundai Sonatas or the Hyundai Santa Fe's, even Chevrolet Cobalts, as y'all can see on my channel. So be sure to check that out. Check out the procedures. Maybe you'll find something that you need to do, and you'll have the instructions and the directions on how to do it. All right, well, that's all I have for y'all today, and I'll see y'all next time. Till then.